Ha 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 ha. Wouldn't the curly cord have sprung it back? Eh? What? What's that? We'll see. Anyway, hello. Lads, lasses, people with glasses, and of course, all of those in between. My name, in case you didn't already know, is Dexter, and welcome to episode 25 of the Low Energy Livestream. Yes, Albert, I am relatively happy today. I feel pretty good, considering I'm very tired. I'm still very tired, but I actually feel relatively good. I had a good weekend, so yeah. I hope everyone else had a good weekend. Those of you that didn't get to attend North versus South, I think you missed out on a great game, but I understand that some people have their reasons, and some people obviously just couldn't make it. But I thought it was a great game. And for those that were playing elsewhere, I hope that you had a great time. Right, now that I've done the introduction, I think we shall drop into the comments section here and have a quick check, just see what people are saying. So, no, I'm not using the McDonald's Wi-Fi this week. And I didn't leave my phone at North versus South. I will definitely not be leaving my phone at North versus South. I've just getting it, and I want to keep hold of this thing for a while. I've got a 3-year contract, and I intend on keeping this in relatively good condition for a while. Good evening there, Gassy. Paul, wouldn't the curly cord have sprung it back? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Good evening, Ben. Welcome to the live stream. Yes, Albert, I am happy. As I said, welcome to the live stream. Artwood, good evening there, my friend. Gassy, he's back with one shade of red tonight. Yes, indeed. The suntan has mostly faded away by now. The sunburn has mostly faded to just normal red. So it blends in with the rest of my face by this point. Yeah. Yeah, that was the curd. The curd? The curd? What curd? The cord on my phone. No, yes, I am by this point a cord cutter. Hope I've not been buying Apple shit. No, it is. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It is a Huawei. Huawei, or that, I don't know. It's not an Apple. Yes, this thing. Yes, it's nice. It works. It takes really good photos. That's about it. That's about all I know so far. Yeah. But yes, on Saturday, I can't believe that I got sunburned. Even though it was cloudy for most of the day on Saturday. I mean, it was a bit sunny in the morning, but it was cloudy, and then at one point it kind of started to sleet and almost snow, and then it was a bit rainy, and it was mostly just cloudy, and somehow I still managed to get that stupid sunburn where, because I've had my mask on, my face was all protected, and I had a headband on, so up to about there was protected, and I was just red up over. It was glorious. It was absolutely fantastic. Gassy, the Grizzlies Anthrax stuff has landed. I saw Gassy. I can't remember where you posted it, but I saw that you actually have your jerseys now, and they look great, mate. I'm really looking forward to seeing all you guys wearing them. I think these are going to look fantastic. And I've got such an itchy nose again. Like I said before, seeing that sort of the slogan on it of the Grizzlies shit in the woods, I think that's a nice. It's a brilliant little touch. I think it is. It's a really, really nice touch for you to have on there. Yeah, he's a spy, kill him. Yes, I understand. Apparently, yes, the Huawei phones, they apparently have some Chinese spyware on them or something. Which, I don't know if I share anything that although, possibly, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably be one of the first up against the wall. Um, Dex will be the first to go when the China initiate their plan. Then, yeah, definitely, mate. Yes, yeah, I'll be the one the first up against the wall. I don't think it matters who takes charge. I'm still probably going to be one the first up against the wall. I think I've pissed off everybody by this point. Um, what do the Chinese want with Afghanistan? Um, I really don't know. We haven't really got anything here. Yeah. Um. Oh, and Albert, yes, yeah, tops. They do. They look great. So, have you actually dished them all out yet? Have you met up and handed your jerseys out yet or not? You guys say, I want to hear what you. I want to see it. I want to see you have a group photo taken with them before they get. Oh God, I've just nearly choked on a sweet. Fucking hell, nearly died. If I die, can you send help? Yeah, I want to see a team photo of you all with them on, if you can get one before you actually play. I think it'd be brilliant. Dr. Rush, it's working, burn the witch. Mate, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not touching anything because everything currently seems to be working. So hopefully, it'll stay like this. The only thing I think that's different is tonight my wife's out, so it could be that I don't have her draining the Wi-Fi as well. That might be it. Artwood, they'll shoot the redheads first, anyways, so they don't really matter which phone you have. Yes, this is true. Then again, you know, if the redheads pull back to the true north, we may be able to keep them south of the wall. It worked for the Romans. Well, it worked against the Romans. They didn't go very far past the wall and survive. Party Dexus. She is coming back, Chan. I don't know how happy she'd be if we were having a party and she came back. Gassy, Saturday at the BZ store. Awesome, nice. So you see additional jerseys out on Saturday at the BZ store. That'd be great. Like, you've got to take a photo. Take a photo and I'll stick it up on my Facebook page. I want to see what you look like with them on, and I think everyone else will as well. Paid my bills. Yes, indeed, I have paid my bills this week, which left me with no money for North versus South. No worries of sunburn north of the wall. I know, but I can get snowburn. Yeah. Right then, guys, anyway, I'm going to start off today's show with, apart from talking to you a lot, which, as always, thank you very much for everyone for dropping in. You are more than welcome to stay here for as long or as little as you like. I will be here from 8 till roughly 10 o'clock, maybe, depending on how the show goes. But, yeah, I will be here. Right, so today, starting off with where to play this weekend. The first one I'm going to give a shout out to is there is a walk on apparently at Skirmish Nottingham. Unfortunately, that's the only information that I have for her. I did ask on one of the I responded to somebody that did post up on my thread on UK Paintball about it, but I wasn't able to get a group event, an events page for this. I wasn't able to get pricing or anything. I should have asked in advance, but to be perfectly honest, my admin over the past few days has been absolutely terrible, as per usual, because leading up to North versus South, I was trying to get things sorted out. North versus South, I wasn't focusing on anything on the internet, and over the past couple of days, I have been in recovery. Yeah, I really need to do a bit of cardio. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, there is apparently a walk on at Skirmish Nottingham. I have included a link in the description for their Facebook page. If you're interested, if you're in the area, send them a message on their Facebook page, and hopefully they will be able to give you the information to get down there and enjoy yourselves and have a game. Next up, there is a Magfed walk-on at Paintball Park Kidderminster. Again, this is Sunday. It is £35 including entry, 500 balls and a Domino's lunch. Extra paint will be £10 for a bag of 500, or there is also the option of bring your own. However, regardless of if you take your own or not, as I understand it, you have to pay the £35 and you get 500 balls on entry. Realistically though, if you're playing MagFed, you're probably not going to use much more than those 500 balls anyway. First strike are allowed, as are 50 cal and 43 cal pistols. And of course, there is the usual stuff from Paintball Park Kinnaman style. I believe they have an on-site shop. They've got an undercover safe zone and things like that. There is also multiple zones and multiple game modes. Next up, there is the not-so-surprise birthday party at District 23 for Paul Strutt's birthday. So this one is open. Apparently, anybody is welcome to go down and join in. However, the event is more catered towards MagFed players. It is a £20 green fee and is running from 10 AM until 5 PM. Camping is also available on site, which is for Saturday night. You may be able to arrange something if you need to camp for the Sunday night as well, but you would have to organise that with the site owners themselves. And apparently there will also be cake. And I can't guarantee it at the moment, but I'm hoping that I might be able to get down, and even if I can't go down and play, just to get down and say hello. Unfortunately, I do have plans this weekend, so I'm not sure if I can make it or not, but I might see some of you guys there. But anyway, the links to all of those games are in the description down below if you want to go and check any of them out. Right then, next up, I'm going to get this one out of the way here while I'm on talking about games. Big game shout out of this week goes to Superheroes vs Villains, which is being held on the 28th and 29th of September and is £55 per player. Now, going into some of this information here, let's see what we've got. Yes, it is £55 per player. Air's being supplied by HPAC. There is free camping. In fact, while I'm doing this, I will drop over, if I can find my mouse, I'll drop over onto the share screen so that you guys can see what I'm actually reading here. And also, if for some reason my audio breaks, the information is still there on the screen. So, £55 a player. Air is supplied by HPAC. There is free camping from Friday afternoon, access from 2 PM, with on-site catering plus free to use gas barbecues, BBs. I've got airsoft on the brain apparently. For you all weekend. There is also a free faction t-shirt. I love getting faction t-shirts, and I love getting t-shirts when I'm at events because they're something that you can wear it to rep paintball when you're out in public, but you can also, it's portable memories. it's something that you can keep around for years, and even if you're doing the garden in it, it's something that you're going to keep looking back to, and it's going to be there. It's going to be a constant reminder of something fun that you've been and done. Enjoy our charity big game weekend at Skirmish Sherwood Forest on the 28th and 29th of September 2019. £5 from every ticket sale will go to our nominated charity. This will be an event paint only, with at least 2 brand choices available over the weekend. Where's my mouse? There will be mini games on the Saturday and one main big game on the Sunday. To be honest, that's pretty standard. It's £55 for a weekend ticket, £40 for a Sunday only ticket, or £10 for a weekend spectator ticket. Event paint, we've already read that bit, and paint prices to be announced shortly. Right then, we'll drop back over onto the main screen here, and yeah, I mean, I'm planning on trying to get down and attending this one this year. I wasn't able to get there last year or the year before, but as I understand it, there was some of the guys from Nest went down and they absolutely loved the event. They thought it was fantastic. I know there's a lot of you guys that are in the chat now who actually attended there last year, and that it was a really great game. And of course, I believe Colin, I'm not sure if he's actually in the chat now or not, but I believe Colin was actually I believe he's one of the generals this year. I mean, I'm not sure on that, but I know he dressed up in the part as I know he dressed up as what was it? What's his name from Daredevil? Oh, Kingpin. I know Colin dressed up as Kingpin last year, and it was a really good costume. Also, talking of heroes versus villains. Now I'll try and find the link. It's around here somewhere. I can close this one down now as well. Close tab. Right then. In regards to the pricing and stuff, Skirmish Charity Paintball Big Game weekend with £5 from every ticket being donated to a chosen charity. In 2016, we raised approximately £2,000 for Ken Stevens, and in 2017, we raised approximately £2,300 for Burnsley Animal Rescue. This year, we will be supporting... now, let's see if I can get this right. We will be supporting the Encephalitis Association, brought to our attention by Nick Truter, known across the paintball globe, and we aim to raise more money than ever before with your help and support. So guys, if you're in the area, if you're looking for something to go down and play in September, then I would highly recommend that game, just from what other people have told me, because obviously I haven't played it myself, so the best I can do is give you a second-hand recommendation. Right, now we'll jump back into the comments here. So, Gassy, thank you very much for the information there. In regards to the Skirmish Nottingham walk-on, Skirmish is normally £20 green fee and a selection of paint is available. So, thank you very much for that, Gassy. Right. Right, where were we in the comments? Hello, Gaffs. Welcome to the Low Energy live stream. Thank you very much for dropping in. Right. Albert, go anywhere near Newcastle and you catch something worse than sunburn. That ain't fair, mate. We're not all like them off Geordie Shore. Richie, are you not at Endgame yet? I thought you weren't supposed to be watching my stream tonight. Right. Two-man superheroes as well. Pretty cool. In fact, yes, was that not where Pump Fury originated from? Chan. Oh fuck! I've just stubbed my toe. Oh. Fuck. Chan, yeah, boy. We'll have to check out that two-man. Gassy, yeah, Colin is Kingpin, yeah, and Ben won a pump. Awesome. I'm guessing, since most charity games will have a charity raffle, in fact, a lot of games host charity raffles in the wildlife, well, over the weekend at some point. So it will be interesting to see if that's done, and if I can bag any goodies. So, what have I got to talk about this week? Well, to be perfectly honest, not a lot. Ben, it was One Ball Barlow. Yeah, he was telling me about. I think it was on Sunday. He was telling like me and well, I suppose I'm not even sure which of the other lads weren't there, but he was talking about the superheroes game and about playing the two-man tournament, and how he basically picked players off with one shot and performed amazing. Albert, so everything working okay, even the share page. Who was kidnapped the ginger and replaced him with somebody who actually knows what they're doing? Albert, I really don't know. It's still me. But for some reason, yes, everything is indeed... Well, everything does appear to be working tonight. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last for, but it's lasting at the moment. So, yeah. Something, guys, right. I talked... No, some of you that are in the chat obviously know that I have this already. But, as much as I like having this on the wall here... And I did have plans on mounting a second one along here as well, so that I could have more markers on there. And I love the idea of being able to just pick stuff off off the wall and be able to talk about it whenever I'm doing videos and stuff. But I'll let you in on a secret, which isn't so much of a secret. Me and my wife are planning on moving soon, and as much as I can probably get away with the desk, I don't think it looks particular. It doesn't look very good if somebody comes in and I've got a board mounted to the wall here with markers hanging off of it. So at the weekend at North versus South, I picked up this. Now it's obviously the camera doesn't pick it up brilliantly because obviously it's got like a nice shiny screen on it, and you can see stuff that's in the background here. But I'll try not to. I'm gonna try not to like show how messy the room is there. But yeah, the plan is, I'm thinking I'm gonna mount that on the wall there, and it'll mean I'll have a nice sort of backdrop to the show instead of just a handful of markers. But I love the picture. And I thought, you know, I wanted to support the Martello and the paintball mag, so I picked that up when I was at North versus South. It's a nice size picture. It's a nice size, you know. It's in a, it's it's a nice size picture. It's been sort of put in the, I want to say frame, although I don't think it's really a frame. It's just like a perspex sheet, but it's got a back on it and all that sort of stuff, so it's nice and ready to hang. It looks tidy. I think that on the wall will look a lot better than just that. So hopefully I'll have that done by next week, maybe. I'm gonna have to plug the holes in the wall there, where I've made a mess behind the board, and yeah, so I should have something slightly different for next time. I'll have a slightly different backdrop when you tune in next week, if you tune in next week, of course. And yeah, that should look a lot tidier. But yes, so as I said, I did pick that up at North versus South this weekend, and I had a great time. Normally, North versus South is known in the UK as being a bit of a long ball game. And while that is true, yes, there is a lot of long balling goes on. This year, I didn't encounter as much as I have previously. And the game seemed to flow very well. I have got a couple of complaints, which I will get to in this, but overall, I had a great time, and my mind's buzzing with ideas for next year. I mean, I've wanted to build a tank and take that. I've wanted to build a paintball tank for years, even before North versus South started allowing them. I've wanted to build a paintball tank, but I would love for next year to be able to put my own paintball tank in. Although at the same time, I would then kind of want to be out playing as well. I would want to be out just running around. But depending on if I lose any weight or not, I might have to have a tank next year. There was stuff like that. I kind of want to talk about this idea, but at the same time I don't. But I'm gonna, because obviously I'm here to talk to you, and you're here to listen and to try and talk back to me as well. But I was kind of wondering, North versus South have allowed tanks. Would they allow a juggernaut? Now I know Ben Rex a few years back when Warfighters was involved in North versus South. I'm pretty sure it was for the England versus it was the UK versus game where Ben, I think it was that, or it might have been a Magfed game, I'm not sure, where Ben actually dressed up as a juggernaut and went out and played. But I really kind of want to see if North versus South would allow you to play a juggernaut, like a juggernaut role, just in the general game, and see if I could borrow a max loader off somebody, get all of the padding and everything, build up the full suit. You'd probably have to reinforce the helmet because otherwise people would just blitz your head. But yeah, do something like that and go out and play as a juggernaut in a game. I think it would just be brilliant. But it's just a silly idea, but I think it'd be so cool to do. But yeah, I do kind of want to go out and try. I want to try that. So hey, I'm just have a quick check of the comments here. Gassy, Shane Pump Fury fell at the last hurdle against the old boys. Yeah, it would have kind of been good if he'd won the whole lot. But hell, I always think, you know, Pump's going out and playing against semi-autos, winning any games is great. Because I mean, as a pretty much predominantly Pump player, I love seeing Pumps do well. I just it's I suppose Magfed players want to see Magfed players do well. Pump players want to see Pump players do well. You know, semi guys just want to wreck each other. What else I got? Ben. He was behind the bunker. Player went at him with at least a hopper's worth. Popped out with a snapshot and one ball and took him out. Yeah, that's what he was saying, and it's like you see stuff like that. I mean, he was saying how he was behind his bunker. The player's shooting shitloads of paint at him. He just popped out, took a shot, which obviously took a snapshot. Was straight back in behind his bunker, and he says he just heard everyone go wild. And basically, Dr. Rush, yes, think of Resident Evil Nemesis, yeah. Something like that, yeah. And Barker, painful, yeah, brilliant. Well, you see, now, I think depending on what kind of pattern you've got on, it might not be quite so painful. And, to be honest, I don't mind taking a few hits. There is, I'm kind of wondering if anybody got it on video, but I took a lot of hits during the final battle at North versus South. I had the option not to, and I chose to take the hits to the point where a ref stopped the guy from shooting at us because I wasn't leaving. But I'm not sure if my camera was still rolling or not. I'm not sure if my camera would have even caught anything or not. But, yeah. There was definitely photographers around at the time. But yeah, I would definitely be up for getting into like a Nemesis suit. Or into like a Juggernaut suit from like if they're effectively bomb disposal suits, but if I could find one and get my hands on one, I would do it. I definitely would do it, but I'd want to like the full max load. I would like a built up, even like a minigun sort of build. But of course I would do it. You know, I would keep it legit. You know, I would have it just as a double trigger with you know, like basically an ion inside of it or something like that. Stick a normal trigger on it, but put like a wind up set of barrels around it. Is like it would just be fake. And it could be PVC tubing or something with just one core barrel down the middle. But I would love to do the full build. I think it would be absolutely brilliant. Albert, yes, I know you would do it without the padding, but then if you get to the point where where you get into close combat, that's gonna really hurt me. I'm up for taking like I'll take a few extra shots, but mate, I know you're even worse than I am. Barker, and anyway, welcome Barker, welcome to the live stream. You hear North versus South put on a good show this year. Typically, yeah, you couldn't go. Yeah, mate, it was really good. The final battle, there was a lot of movement. There was the amount of shields that were on the field meant that there was areas where there was just extra walls appearing because there was that many players holding out. And I can't remember who shared the video. It was one of the people that was on the roof of Camp Eamon at the end of the day, where there was a clump of shields from the north side. They'd made a little shield wall right in the middle of the front of Camp Eamon. And there was a player from the south side ran up and surrendered all three of them with a party popper. And it's like, how he made it across open ground to the shield wall, I have no idea. But he made it, and he got them all out with a party popper. That guy has balls of steel. Yeah, definitely awesome. Gussie, padding is relative, Albert. Well, you see, this is the part of my problem. I found that this year I had a bit more padding than I thought I had. To the point, and I'm actually thinking of making a video on this. And we all know you should never really pick paint up off the floor. Well, yeah, these normal paintballs. First strike, they'll last forever. But normal paintballs, you should never really pick them up off the floor because obviously if they get any moisture in them, they can swell up and stuff. But sometimes when you're at long range, paintballs will bounce off you. Or even if you've got a bit of extra padding, paintballs will bounce off you. And there's a few times this weekend where I got lit up and nothing burst. So I picked the balls up, I wiped them off, and then put them in my hopper and shot them back at the player that shot at us. And I probably have got that on video. So I'll have to have a look. And yeah, it turns out that my extra padding is useful for something. But anyway, going back a little bit in the comments there, Ben, yeah, Emek was rampant gassy. Of course. But still gassy, still lower BPS than Pump Fury. It's surprising how fast me and like some of us pump players can actually rain paint. Yeah, we can. It's, I suppose, years of practice. I mean, I've been playing pump for like what? I don't know. Probably about 10 years. So even then, I had plenty of practice before that. Mate. So, North versus South, yeah, I mean, most of what I'm going to be talking about today is North versus South. We're rocked up on Friday. Some of the guys from Nest were good enough to actually hang on for me to finish work. And we set off around about 1 o'clock. We got to North versus South. I think it was around about 5 o'clock we got down there. Or it might have even been 6 o'clock. I think it was about 5 o'clock, or maybe it's 5:30 by the time we got to the hotel. We dumped our gear off and we headed straight from the hotel over to the site. Because Chan wanted to go and pick up some stuff and we wanted to go and see people and say hello. So we rocks up, we did that, and we went out for went and found the local spoons and went and had some scran on the Friday night. And we found the spoons that were in. It turns out that there was a little police station across the road from it. So yeah, I mean we tagged ourselves at the police station and then got a few questions in the morning of, did you guys get arrested last night? No, we didn't. But it was fun. We just had a bit of a laugh. So Saturday morning we gets up, went along, and there was me and the rest of the guys from Nest took part in South versus everyone else. That was a bit of a long ball fest. We kind of, well, I'm saying it was a bit of a long ball fest. Where we were, it was, we went out a little bit later because since I booked my ticket late, I didn't have priority access to get out on like really early in the games. So yeah, I went out a little bit later. And we all went out a little bit later. Joins the game, goes down. We had a bit of a fight with some of the South players. We had a good bit of a fight because we got in there in amongst some trees and stuff. I did a stupid run and got annihilated. We used up the paint that we had and then went back in. I hung around for a little while, had a bit to eat, and went back out and played the Mechanical Masters in the afternoon. Unfortunately, while the Mechanical Masters was going on, it was also the North versus everyone else. So obviously we could have gone out, it was effectively a North versus South game in the morning, North versus South game in the afternoon. But not called that. So unfortunately we weren't able to take part in the afternoon session of the sort of the Saturday main game kind of thing because we were taking part in the Mechanical Masters. And it was great fun. Ollie was running a great game. The refs that he had there with him, they were fantastic. They really put in effort. It was great to see them using the markers. I think they were Emex from Eclipse. You know, the fact that Planet Eclipse loaned them that equipment for them to go out and for players to be able to take part and not have to worry about not having the right gear or just markers so that they could play like the mechanical rules. I think it's 5.5. stuff like that. It was really nice for Planet Eclipse to do that. Everyone seemed to have a great time, and there was, because we were playing as mercenaries for the South this year. It was kind of funny when we asked, so what part of the South are you from, guys? And went, Newcastle. It was really fun. We played 3 games. Our first game we went out and we played. I think we played really well. We won our first game quite easily, or at least it seemed quite easy at the time. Our second game we played from the other end of the field, and from the other end of the field, it didn't feel like there was much cover. So the field did seem a little bit one-sided, but as long as you are swapping sides and stuff, that doesn't matter. You know, it means that you've just got to work a bit harder from one end than you have from the other. So we went out, we played a game, and still had fun. But my primary, I went to this tree where I thought I had cover at the left. Turned out the cover was a lot lower than I thought. And also, it meant where I was, the cover was away from the tree. So there was, from the other side of the field, I had perfect shots on us. I didn't have enough cover to keep myself in there very well. And I lasted longer than I was surprised at how long I lasted. But I didn't last quite as long as I thought I was going to. So we lost that round. Our third game, went out, and we should have won our third game. I think it was against one of the Devon 7 teams, and I was using a mechanical autocock that I borrowed off Chan. Went out, and pretty fast we went 2 players up. So it was a 3-on-1 situation. Rich went down the right hand side of the field. He maybe pushed a little bit further than he should have, but as I told him and as I've told everyone else I've talked to about it, it was a mistake that it shouldn't have even been a mistake. We were in a 2-up situation. We were in a 3-on-1. Him getting eliminated there could have happened to anyone. It was just unlucky. I'm not even sure what happened with Chan, but Chan went at some point as well. And I was left by myself. Now, I've been in one-on-one situations before, and that doesn't bother us. But my marker jammed, and for probably about 2 minutes of a 5-minute game, I was stuck behind a tree, not being able to move, not being able to go anywhere, just trying to fix the marker. And what I think had happened was, I think it was a bit of paint had jammed between the bolt and the body of the marker, so the bolt wouldn't shift. So I was busy trying to fix that, and it was only towards the end of the game where one of the refs, the lads from my team, convinced the ref to allow her to swap markers, and the ref comes running over with the marker. I grabs his, they go off running with the other one. I tried to make a move, but by that point it was too late, and the game was declared a draw. It could have been a very easy win for her from where we were, but fate conspired against us. And it was such a shame because it could have meant, I'm not exactly sure on the points, but I think if we'd won that, we could have ended up in the finals. But it just happened. Either way, I had a great time playing the Mechanical Masters, and I know the other guys from Nest did as well. So, Ollie, if you happen to watch this at some point, you did you did you did a fantastic job, mate. You and your refs, brilliant. So went back to the safe zone after that. Got my kid off and everything. Went out. I went and had an Indians at the nearby town, and went back in. Went back the next morning for the main big game. Main big game. Obviously, got my gear on. We went out, and we just went hunting. There was one point where, because North versus South is such a huge site, if you've never played it before, it is a massive site. So went out, and I actually got lost at one point. I got separated from the rest of the Nest guys because I thought I knew my way to a respawn point, and just nope. I've got no idea. I was lost in the woods for around 20 minutes. I found that there was a bunker in there at one point that I haven't seen before. So yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, I finally tracked down the guys, two of them were, it was Richie and Chan. They were heading back in towards the safe zone. Yes, yes, I'll get to that in a minute, Chan. I missed out the Chan and Richie. They were both heading back to the safe zone because they both run out of paint, and me and Ripper were still in. We're both still at paint, so we respawns in, and we decided I was going to follow these two guys down a tight sort of pathway through some woods. They had shields, so we thought we're protected from the front, and we're doing reasonably well. We're inching forward towards these enemy players, and one of the shield players, he kinked his shield just a little bit too much at one point. Shot hits my tank, bursts off my leg. I was devastated. So finally heads back into the safe zone, gets it all sorted out. We head back out, and we just had a bit of wander around. I shot a few players. I got shot a lot. I had a great time. And before I knew it, it was coming on towards the final battle. So I think me and Rich did go in again. Met again up with Chan and Richie again at one point. We all potted up. We all got back out into the safes, back up to camp aiming for the proper final battle, and just had a full-on gunfight, which led to me doing some silly things that I don't regret. They seemed like a great idea at the time, and I would probably do them again. And I will probably. I've got one of them. One of them was captured on camera, which I will get onto in a minute. But yes, as Chan has pointed out, there was indeed spooning. Yes, I think it was, well, like, we're watching a video on our phones or something like that, lying on one of the beds in in the hotel room, and I think it was Richie Wong took a photo, and, well, you know, what stays and what happens in the hotel room apparently gets shared on Facebook. Right, and as well as that, there was also the paintball and the belly button video, which just makes me realise how much weight I need to lose. And I think I'm going to have a quick go through the comments here, and then I think I might actually share with you the belly button video. Hopefully you'll laugh. You may also not, which will be kind of awkward. Right, so Albert, yeah, you've lost 3 stone. Be GCC or I'll be running rings around the other teams. I've got to admit, mind, Albert, last time I saw you, you could tell you were losing weight, and you're looking good, man. I think you're doing awesome. Gassy, the 3XL shirt may be a bit big then, and Albert, you need a new tent. Albert, man, stick the shirt on when you're playing. Baggy shirts just mean more bounce. Albert, you always thought Geordies are shiny drinking Southern Pansies. We're not shiny drinking Southern Pansies. We were mercenaries, and I'm sticking to the fact that we were mercenaries. Gassy, get a shocker CVO. I can't afford that, man. Colin, good evening there, Colin. Howdy y'all. Pump Fury took on 50-ish Southerners solo. It didn't end well. You took quite a few out though. Yes, and Colin, would you like to share your story with everyone else about how we actually had players run away from you? Because I was telling my lass about this yesterday. When you're charging the people, you are intimidating, and yet when people actually when you talk to people, you're such a nice guy. It's like it's the meme of being the wolf and the werewolf and the Labrador. When you're on field, you like that wolf and you're terrifying. But it's, I think there's a few of them are a bit like that. But yeah, come on. I think you need to share your story with her. Right now, I need to find my mouse and open this. What's that? Yeah. Dr. Rush, is that you? If you're actually still in the stream, is that you, mate? Because that's a brilliant mask. But if you were wearing that, How could you even see what you are doing? That's pretty cool, that, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Right, so the nest page. And yeah, so if anybody wants to check these out in their own time, these videos, these pictures and videos are on the Northeast Scenario Team Facebook page. Go check it out. It might give you a laugh. Right then. In fact, I'm just gonna share all this stuff because, to be perfectly honest, it's awesome. You've got I need to work out how I can actually do this. And why is my laptop being slow? You've got right, just transfer this over onto my share screen. Right then. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do this because I don't want to play the audio through this and ruin it for everyone else. So I probably won't be able to hear the audio on this. Oh, dog. Nah, I don't want to run the risk of that. I'll just let this load and then I'll share that with you. Alright. Damn, it's still not loading. Open this back up. And I'm on the wrong page. There we go. The answer is he can't. I'm not surprised, mate. There really doesn't look like there's much to look through there. It doesn't look like you've got much in the way of eye holes. But that's a pretty cool mask, that. And that there, full riot shield as well, and marker in the other hand. Oh, hang on. I'm not sure. I'm not receiving... but my stream's just dropped there for a minute. I don't know if that's stopped for you guys there or not. I don't know what's happened. Hopefully... when that didn't actually drop there for you guys and only dropped on my end. It seems that YouTube is playing silly buggers again. There we go. I've broke it. I've actually broke it now. Stay on page, yes. And now close. Right. Gassy, Colin, Gassy, I'm the king of the backwards driving. Have I missed something here? Ben, you've realised that you have the same t-shirt, so you've burned it. Which t-shirt? This one. What, my winter is coming t-shirt. What's wrong with this? It's a brilliant t-shirt. Colin's charge is like having a master meter from cars speeding towards you. Nah, that's not nice. Right then. So, I'm hoping that this is pictures freezed for you. Guys, I think you might need to refresh because I don't know what's going on. Apparently it's still working from my end, but I don't know. Yeah, hopefully it's working. Right. I'll just flick between the screens here, see if that makes any difference. I don't know if that will have. Nope. Strange. So I'm guessing you guys can actually still hear us. Looked like it just started again there before I did that. Right. So now I'm going to go over to here, and I don't know why that is. Why won't that go away? I don't want to search for stuff. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience blah blah blah. Why are things being such a pain in the arse? also... There we go, that's it gone. Right. So, hopefully you've got that back there now. So, I'm going to share this one with you because I think this is pretty damn cool. This is the Metadine, and my stream has conked again. That's strange. I don't know why all of a sudden this has now decided to conk out. I don't know why it's doing this. It was working fine and it's now decided to be a right picky thing. Yeah, guys, can you just post up in the chat if you can actually still see the stream or not? I think I'm gonna have to spend a bit of time. I might over this weekend sit down and just try and see if I can mess on with the settings. Try and make it so that this will actually work without conking out. Hopefully that should make a difference. No, the Star Wars one you had with the belly vid. Ah, yes, that one. Yeah. Right. Right. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. So I'm gonna drop over onto share screen, and right now, this is the Metadine Havoc launcher that Chan worked on for Tommy Webb, and I've wanted one of these for years. I think the Metadine Havoc launcher is just awesome. So I can't hear this on my end, so you guys just enjoy. It's not a very long video.
3 second on burn.
Oh, hang on.
Nice and high. I want to see that really high.
That.
You want to get a really good arc on it. You want to go over those trees. 3, 2.
Hopefully that isn't echoing for you guys.
God, so there's.
But yeah, that's
3 second on burn.
that's just cool. No,
Nice
oh
and
man,
high.
I've lost
I
my
wanna
mouse.
see that really
Stop.
high.
Stop. There we go. Stop.
Really good arc on it. You want to go over those trees.
No, stop.
3, 2.
Oh god, I'm shit with tech. Right. I hope you guys like that. Next up we have it could be that I've got too many tabs open, Paul. I'm not too sure. But yes, next up we have I'm just going to turn the volume down on this so hopefully the microphone won't pick this up and I can actually listen to this as well. Yes, this is the belly video. It turns out that a paintball fits perfectly in my belly button. Yeah. It was at this point that I realised. It was at this point that I realised that I need to lose weight. So yeah, I am now on a diet again. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna close that one now, and I'm gonna drop back over onto the main screen there. Dr. Rush, check your CPU load in the task manager. I don't even dare, mate. I think my CPU is holding on for dear life, to be perfectly honest. My laptop, I don't believe it's gonna handle much more. I really probably need to do like a defrag and everything as well, just to tidy up everything that I've deleted over the years, or deleted over the past probably year actually, and I just haven't gotten round to it. So hopefully when I finally get round to it, my computer might run a little bit more smoothly. And Colin, you take being called mater as a compliment. Fair enough, mate. Albert, no pictures still. Still, you've got audio. No pictures still froze, but you've got audio. Oh, that's strange, mate. Right, try refreshing. I'm gonna try refreshing on my end and see what happens. Hopefully it'll work, but it seems that apparently the live streaming gods have now turned against us. Right. In fact, I can close Discord because I'm not using that right now. So try and reduce the amount of stuff that I'm using. Go on, close. Right, that's that gone. So, and I'm not even on that page anymore. I haven't even got that part of my... Oh, what is going on here? Yeah, I'm not even on that screen anymore. That's strange. Well, in that case, guys, you can probably hear a lot of laughing, but have no idea why. Right, I'm just busy refreshing mine, so I'll see. I should see your comments in just a minute. Yeah. Yeah, you've only got audio. Colin just gave up with YouTube and moved to Twitch. To be perfectly honest, mate, I don't think it's YouTube. I think it's just a case of my laptop just can't handle it. This was one of the reasons why live streaming from my phone was so handy. But well, we know that doesn't work anymore. Now I don't understand why it's still continuing to show that one screen. I don't even have that screen open on my laptop anymore. We'll try dropping onto the fail-safe screen, see if that makes any difference here. I know it doesn't appear to be. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube has decided to stick with that one screen and not refresh. That's strange. Yeah. Main screen. Go back to that. Well, guys, thankfully, you don't really need to see what I'm sharing on the screen for to be able to enjoy my beautiful voice. So, since it's not working at the moment, I can, however, drop over onto different screens and respond to some of these messages that I've been getting. Right. Yeah, Ben. For some reason, I don't know why it's doing that. But thanks very much for sending us that. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on. I don't. I'm kind of a little bit lost on what to do with it. It's annoying is that I can't share my screen with these now. It's, you know, having the camera on and stuff and not being able to, and it not working. Especially considering everything from the OBS end of things seems to be working perfectly fine. Aha! My screen has now finally changed. Now, it just seems as if it's about like 5 minutes behind and just changing one screen at a time. So we'll just leave that screen as it is for now, and hopefully YouTube will catch up at some point and sort itself out. More than likely it won't. So yeah, guys, did anybody else in the chat actually attend North versus South? I know Colin was there, and some of the other guys from Nest, Chan, Richie Wong, Rich Robson, we were all there. But any of you guys, any of the rest of you, get down, because it really was. It was definitely worth it this year. Oh, that's it's really annoying us that this isn't working. And I can't. I've got no idea why. It's definitely strange, this. And because I actually can't use my camera with you, I can't share I can't share the last of the stuff with you that I wanted to share with you. This is unbelievably annoying. I bet my internet's dropped downstairs or something. I suppose. Right, so for those of you that did actually attend North vs South this weekend, there was 3 photographers there that I know about. I know Scarecrow Paintball was also filming, but I'm not sure if he was filming in like a crew way, or if he was just filming for his own footage sort of way. Some of the camera angle on that he's posted on his Facebook page definitely seems like it's from more of like a head cam point of view. But there was also somebody walking around with a video camera filming the gameplay at one point. So I'm not sure if that was Scarecrow or not. But so yeah, if any of you guys are interested in keeping an eye out, go check out Scarecrow Paintball, because there may be some footage coming from him. There will definitely be video footage coming from my YouTube channel as well. I'll probably take any highlights. I might make a sort of more long form kind of video as well. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. My camera moved. It seemed like it went through like about a minute's worth of footage there in a fraction of a second. That's so strange. Anyway, so yeah, as well as there being a videographer there as well. We also had Soho52 was there taking videos and taking photos and doing a few live streams from the final battle. There is also Lucia Wood who was doing photography, and the Paintball Mag. Now they're the 3 main ones that I know of. I think Eric may have been taking photos as well, but I'm not sure if he was who exactly he was taking photos for. I don't know if it was for himself or he was taking photos on behalf of anyone else. But also I think it's NWA on Facebook. I'm not too sure on that one though. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for him and his photos. Any photos will be, of course, be getting shared around on Facebook. If any of these people have got Twitter pages, they'll be getting shared there. I'll see if they get shared on any of the other sites as well. If obviously if you follow me, then if you follow us on Facebook, I will be sharing links to any videos or is my last streaming TV? No, my last isn't actually in tonight, Colin. So it's literally just me by myself, and I have no idea why this isn't working. So yeah. If you are there at the event this weekend, keep an eye out on my Facebook page. Keep an eye out on if you actually follow any of these other people that I'm mentioning on if you follow any of them on Facebook. Check out sites like UK Paintball, the North vs South pages, and the Paintball community, all those sorts of things. If you keep an eye on those, you'll see photos coming up from there as well. And there is some really good ones coming up already. Unfortunately, Paintball Mag haven't had a chance Martello hasn't had a chance to go through his photos yet. But I kept seeing him all day. It was like everywhere I went on the field, I kept running into the guy. It was, every time I went to somewhere where there was a fight going on, he was already there and he was already taking photos. Same with Rich Weidenbach when his logo. His slogan is always where the action is, because Rich is always where the action is. He gets right in there, and I always say about Rich from Soho. He gets some brilliant photos because he actually gets in the battles as well, and he takes some painful hits at times. I think it was when I was watching his live stream, or one of his live streams after the game. He's trying to talk to somebody and he shout because he gets hit in the back of the neck, and as well as that, I think he had I'm assuming he had like a screen protector on or something, but Martello as well, from obviously from the paintball mag. At one point, he got clipped in the lens of his camera. When I was nearby and he got clipped in the lens. I was like, oh, has that done damage? And he kind of said, no, it's all right at the time. So I'm hoping that his camera was alright, because I know photography gear is not cheap. It's something that's bloody expensive if you want to replace. I know Rich from Soho had problems with some of his photography equipment. So it's if you see some of these photos, if you're in some of the photos from the weekend, please, please, I would recommend for anyone, or I would suggest anyone that if you find photos that you like, go and buy these photos. Some of them, some of the photographers are a little bit expensive. Some of them you may be able to barter, well, not barter with, but have a bit of a haggle with, and arrange for it to get photos sorted out. Maybe it's a bit of a cheaper if you're at a bit of a cheaper price if you're buying multiple photos. I can't guarantee that, but some of them, we're all human, and some of them may be able to open to negotiations. But yeah, definitely. As far as Lucia Wood goes, I've never actually met Lucia before, so I couldn't even actually point her out on the field at the moment, because Martello, when you know where Martello is, because he's wearing I think he's got the Eclipse EVS, and he's got one of the PBM jerseys on and stuff, so you know it's Martello. Rich from Soho, he's got the black and yellow predlocks, generally high vis vest, and the yellow and white grills on. You know that it's Rich from Soho. But yeah, I've never met Lucia yet. I mean, I hope I'll get to meet her at some point, and then I'll know where she is on the field, and I can pose for photos. I can pretend that I actually do work on the field. But she did actually get a few good photos of me. It seemed like there was a few of the photographers seemed to have spent a bit more time with certain factions throughout the day. It seemed like Rich must have spent a good section with, Soho must have spent a good section of the day with the blue team. And then, obviously, as the final battle came around, he's moved around a little bit. It seemed like Martello spent a good part of the day with the red team. And it seems like Lucia also spent a good part of the day with the blue team. But, of course, they try and go where the fights are, and they try and get the best shots that they can throughout the day. Right, back to the comments. It's Colin. It's strange. Anything to do with you is strange. Yes, mate. I know. Yeah, I shared a meme to my Facebook page earlier on, where it's people have two responses to my humour. Either they'll laugh along with us, or they'll wonder what is wrong with me. Colin, it's the McDonald's Wi-Fi again. Indeed, it is, my friend. Indeed, it is. Albert, someone put another 50p in the meter. Yes. Ben, GoFundMe, www.gofundme.com. Dexter needs better Wi-Fi. It's not my Wi-Fi, mate. My Wi-Fi should be fine. Although, in fact, while I'm on, I'm actually going to do a speed test. Let's just see. Right. So I've just loaded up speedtest.net, or it's busy loading. And let's just see. Let's see if we can put this. I have bad Wi-Fi. If we can put this to one side. Okay. Right. And yeah, let's see if we can put the theory that I just have bad Wi-Fi to one side and leave it at that. Probably not. Alright then. So, I'm waiting for it to load. I'm waiting for speed test site to actually load here. Come on, right. Oh, that's looking pretty good so far. No, that's pretty good. So 37 ping. I don't even know what the ping is. 66.9 download, and the upload is almost done. And 15.16 upload. I think that's absolutely fine. Considering like when I used to do live streaming years ago, I only had like 20 or 30 like download and probably like 5 or 6 upload, and it worked fine then. But you never know. Colin, you sat building IKEA furniture while listening. Aha, my camera keeps moving. It is still alive. What kind of furniture, Colin? Is it anything in particular? Is it anything nice? Anything exciting? Gassy, he will have his ginger filter on camera, so we're all safe. Of course, of course. Albert, you're going to have nightmares as you were YouTubers frozen. You look like I'm straining for a shit. Awesome. That's just great. And oh my, it's moving again. Yes, it appears that it all of a sudden it has decided to kick back in and is now working again. Glorious. After all that time of nothing happening, YouTube has now decided to, well, something has now decided to work again. So there we go. Right then. So guys, I'm going to show you some of the photos of North versus South. They're just the main photos that have been posted up by a few of the different photographers, just to give you a taster of some of the stuff that has happened. So right, let's flick back over onto the share screen, and first up we have Lucia Wood with one of the main photos, and this one came up, and I think this is it's a really cute photo. I think it is a rabbit that has been found over in Camp Amen, and that's a great picture. I do think that is a great picture. I don't even know what more I can say about that. It's just another one of these pictures that I think it'll probably hang around for quite a while, that picture, within the paintball community. So next up we have Soho52, and I think this one was from the final battle. Again, probably if it's the final battle, it'll be in Camp Amen, and Rich gave it a nice little write-up as well. Again, you can see where these pictures have come from, but I have also included links down below to the Facebook pages of the photographers that I've included in me live stream here. And finally, there is the Paintball magazine. As I said before, the Paintball mag aren't planning on having their photos uploaded until later on this week. But if you go check out the Facebook page, keep an eye out. Those pictures will be live before you know it. And then you can go on. You can see if there's any of any of you. There might be some nice iconic pictures in there or something that might be around for years and years to come. But yeah, definitely go check those people out and see if there's anything you like. See if there's any good pictures that you want. There might be stuff that you want to hang on the wall. You never know. But I said before that there was things that I did that seemed like a great idea at the time. Oh, yes. I belly charged the enemy. Now, I kind of wish that the filter that the watermark wasn't there on there, so that I could show you a little bit better. But yes, I decided to belly charge the enemy because I was out of paint and air. Well, I had air, but I had no paint. So I got so far up the game zone, and then stood and danced while they tried to shoot me. I believe that was at the point where I actually ran over and gave one of the blue players a fluffy because he was having so much difficulty trying to shoot us. So there you go. You've now seen my belly twice in one live stream. Yeah. Right then. So we'll go. I think we'll go back over to the main screen now. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed seeing my belly there again. And right, that closed down now. So probably, the live stream will probably run absolutely fine there again now. Everything will probably run nice and tidy, and I'll have no more difficulties. Right. What we got in the comments? At you, not with you. Ben, what was that in reference to? The problem is, like, use are a couple of minutes. Use are a couple of minutes. I see what you say a couple of minutes after I've actually made a comment. So by the time you respond to something, and then I pick it up, I forget what we've been talking about. Gassy, the same for you. 56k. I'm not even sure what that means. Albert, has the hamster stopped running in its wheel? No, the hamster started running in its wheel. It's supposed to be meg, not kilobyte. Yeah. yeah. Anyway, right. So the next thing I kind of want to show off the Chandyman can and Rich from Nest this week. I'm gonna be careful trying to handle this because it is still absolutely covered in paint. So I really need to clean this up at some point this week. But this is the mask that I wore pretty much all weekend at North vs South. Now, for those of you that actually know me personally, the idea of me wearing one mask for a full weekend of gameplay is nearly unheard of. It's just something that I don't do. Hang on, what's going on here? Bloody hell, my live stream is way behind. So anyway, I'll just crack on. I'll just crack on with this as I'm going. So yeah, I wore this mask pretty much for the full weekend. It's very rare that I wear one mask for a full weekend of gameplay, because because I wear glasses, I fog up a lot, and I've tried numerous different things over the years. The most recent one I tried was frog spit. Now, the first time I tried frog spit, it worked flawlessly. Couldn't fault it. I gave my glasses a wipe. I went out and played for a few hours at District 23, which, for those that have played District 23, it's an indoor site. It was a hot day. It can get very sort of muggy. Now, my mask very rarely fogs up, but my glasses do. So, yeah, I gave them a bit of a wipe. Not a problem. After that, there was... I've tried those, but I haven't really played much since. And I decided that... Well, sorry, I didn't. I'm getting distracted because I'm watching my live stream, yeah, while it's like probably about 5 minutes behind what I'm talking about now. So I haven't really played. I played once again at Colin's birthday party down at Combat Zone Lincoln, and great day. But again, I had problems with fogging. It was a very sort of muggy morning, and I just fogged up, and it was a bit of a shame because it ruined my day a bit. I still had a great time, but it put a bit of a downer on my day, on what was otherwise a fantastic day's gaming, a fantastic day's playing. So partly I think Rich and Chan have known for a while that I've had problems with my glasses fogging up, but as well, they like making stuff. Chan is amazing at designing stuff. Rich has the capacity and the intel, he's got the stuff, he's got the brains. The two of them working together, they designed and printed a 3D mask. Sorry, 3D mask. Again, I'm looking at the comments here. I'm getting myself distracted. Colin, steady on, you've eaten. Albert, belly gonna get you, belly. And yes, I know, mate. I know. you're losing weight and I'm putting weight on. It's not fair. I used to be the guy that like ran round fields and was like proper speedy and everything, and now I just kind of trundle around. It's not on. Yeah. So anyway, I'll get back on talking about this. So the lads, they have, I believe this mask fan that they created is Model Mark IV. Now, if this is something that appeals to you, if you can track down the Chandyman on Facebook, I'm pretty sure that him and Rich would be able to produce something like this for you as well. But everybody that has looked at it has said how they have been quite impressed by it. And from the front, when I was wearing this, and when the other guys were wearing them as well, we all tried them, we all tested them. When we're wearing them, we're wearing mask fans because, for all I have all the faith in the 3D printing, I think if one of the fans took a direct hit, it probably wouldn't do it any good. But I'll show you here now, because since I've been holding it in my hands for a while, and I might as well show you. That is the profile of the mask fans that the lads have created. You can see it barely sticks up above the top of the JT fans. If you actually compare it to a normal JT mask fan, it's a bit wider, but it's not as high. It doesn't stand up as high. And Albert, yeah, because I'm a sweaty bugger. I am, mate. That's why I go through as many headbands as well. But on Sunday, I wore 2 headbands, and that was it. Again, there was numerous times throughout the day, my glasses started fogging up. I turned on my mask fans. Within a couple of minutes, my gogs were clear. My glasses were clear. I was ready to crack back on and just keep playing. I turned the mask fans on, and I left these on for most of the day. Both days, and they're still going strong. They just kept us clear. I was able to play it and not have to worry about anything fogging up, it was just amazing. Them not having to worry about my glasses fogging up throughout a day's play was great. Now, for those that have maybe been watching my stuff for a while, you know that I play with head cams. This is obviously, it's one of the big things from my YouTube channel is I make videos, and I've used the JT mask fan before, and the JT mask fan sounds like a jet firing up next door to you. It is ridiculously loud, the JT mask fan. I tried the Haber Vision fan, and again it just didn't seem to do the job, and it was surprisingly noisy. These things, I haven't listened to any video footage yet, so I can't say for certain, but the mask fans on this mask are surprisingly quiet. Now, they are PC. They were originally PC fans that you can buy them online, but they are incredibly quiet. Now, they do run to a battery pack to power each fan, so you have a really good battery life, and they just run off 9 volts. They last for a really long time. They've even been printed with our team logo in them. Well, my team name in them. So that's pretty cool. But just to give you an idea of how loud they are, I'll turn that on, and that is, I don't even know if you'll be able to hear that or not. I'm assuming you can. But that is straight, like, just turned on. And if the longer you have them on, for it takes about 30 seconds or so for them to wind up to full speed, and where they get a little bit louder, but not ridiculously loud. And I don't think that these are loud enough to actually interfere with any audio or with any camera or anything. So I think that's probably about full speed there now, and that is up against my microphone. That's it. They're incredibly quiet. When you've got them on, you can actually feel air being blown down through. You can feel the airflow through your gogs. when I've tried other types of mask fans before, that's not something I've experienced before. So having a mask fan on me gogs that actually works brilliantly is such a relief for me. The only downside is, of course, that because I've got this on means that I've and the fans are unprotected, means that I've got to have a visor on. But that is something that I'm prepared to live with, for to have gogs that I can play with all day. So I think the lads might be doing a bit more experimenting and seeing where they can take the fan system from here. But I absolutely love this. I think this is great, and it's going to change. It's going to change paintball for me from this point on. I'm absolutely chuffed with these. Oh, and the battery packs on the back. They are small enough that once you pull the straps apart on the mask, I can get my mask down nice and tight so that it's still comfortable, still safe to be worn. For all, you've got 9 volt on either side there, and you've obviously got the fan on the front. Because it's 3D printed and it's not solid, it's part of it is honeycombed, I think. I can't say for certain on that because obviously I didn't design or print it, but it looks big and bulky, but it's actually quite lightweight. The front there doesn't raise your profile much more anyway. It's certainly no higher than what your forehead's going to be. So, and it's what at the highest point, maybe a centimeter. I think that's probably the highest point there, and it's maybe about a centimeter above the top of the mask, which isn't a problem. The bands or the cases on the back of the mask they actually sit behind your head, so they're not seen from the front. And I did actually take a direct hit to one of these boxes. I think it was on the Sunday, and it survived, not a problem, just took the hit and carried on. So I'm not worried about these taking hits or anything like that either. Absolutely fantastic. And as I said, if you are interested in getting your hands on one, I'm pretty sure if you contact either Rich or the Chandyman, they will be able to sort you out with one. I haven't confirmed that with them yet though, so I may just have getting myself in trouble. But yeah, really, really happy with that. So, I think that's about pretty much it, to be honest. The only other thing, I don't think I actually included a link to it in the description, but if you just go over to my Facebook page and have a look for, it's just a relatively recent share, the Popular Unknown Paintball Podcast. I was just recently added to this page, and I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but it pretty much seems to be a guy who was doing a similar sort of thing as to what I'm doing here. He's trying to build a community. He's doing a podcast relatively regular. I think he's only just recently hit the double digits of the number of podcasts that he's uploaded, and I think it's another thing that we should probably go and try and support. I'll definitely be checking these podcasts out while I'm at work, because obviously while I'm sat there and I'm doing my job, I can sit and listen to stuff. So yeah, I'll be checking that out. And yeah, why not go give the guy a like? Join his Facebook page, listen to his podcasts and see what he's got to say. The worst case scenario is if his stuff's no good, you've maybe wasted a little bit of time. If it is good, then you found something else that you can listen to, as well as my amazing voice. So, before I get on to talking to you in the comments, let's just take a moment to say thank you to our. Let's just take a moment to mention today's sponsors. Right, now that that's done, has anybody got anything that they'd like to talk about before we come to a close? Because I think today has been a little bit drawn out, what with having problems with the live stream not working, and obviously my dreadful admin over the past week. Hopefully, I know I say it every week, but hopefully I can rectify a few things for next week. I think I might have to turn some stuff down, change a few things around, just try and mess with some settings and stuff. There's still things that I want to try and rectify with the screen as well. I mean, I do like having the chat up on the side of the screen here, but I don't like the way that the chat is actually coming up. So I think I might have to see if I can find some settings, see if I can find some programming to try and change that a bit and make it look a bit nicer. I'm not sure. I can maybe rectify that, but we'll have to see. But hopefully, yeah. We'll just have to see what we can do with this. Yeah. So, again, has anybody got anything that they'd like to talk about? I realise that by the time that you actually hear that, there is a good chance that that I may have actually just cancelled the stream and turned it off. Because judging by this, I think my my stream is probably running about 5 minutes behind by now. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for putting up with us for another week. It makes us really happy that you guys, you tune in and you watch us every week, and you have put up with us for so long on having tech problems and all that sort of stuff. It makes me feel really good. But yeah, I really appreciate it, and I do hope that one day I will actually I will get this all running smoothly, and hopefully not make a mess of things. One day, but not not today. Right. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've just froze there again. One other thing, guys. If you haven't already, head over to the Paintball Mag. www.paintballmagonline.com and sign up to the forum, because I think with the way Facebook is going, they do seem as if they're getting a little bit censorious. Get over, join the forum. Let's kind of try and bring back the late noughties style of paintball back a little bit. We'll bring some conversations back, and I'd love to see a forum grow again. Having paintball pages on Facebook is great, but if Facebook decides that it doesn't like paintball anymore, we're kind of buggered. So yeah, you guys that that are still here, check out paintball. What's it? I'll read that that website out again. It's paintballmagonline.com. The forum section, where there is it's obviously the forum is still it's not very active at the moment because there's not a lot of people using it. It's still quite small, but the more people that get on there, the bigger the forum's going to grow, and it'll become more entertaining. Hopefully, hopefully we can have some more we can have some great conversations there, a bit like what we used to have on the sites like talkpaintball.com and sites like talkpaintball.com, UK Scenario, Paintballer, sites like that. Yeah, hopefully we can just have some good conversations. For those of you that might decide that you want to have a bit more conversation, if you think that you want to have a bit more time with talking to me, I think I'm probably going to drop over onto Discord after this, as I quite regularly do. So if you just want to drop over and have a conversation, then you're more than welcome. It would seem that, since this is usual, since I'm just seeing the comments now of when I gave a shout out to today's sponsors, it would seem that I have a potential sponsor there of Pump Fury. And you only come for the tech problems, Paul. Yeah, thanks very much, man. Thanks very much. But yeah, Colin. Well, yes, Colin. If Pump Fury would like to sponsor us, then that's much appreciated. And because last week we finished last week's stream talking about what was it, about Blackadder and Red Dwarf. Ben, it's 10 a.m. Friday morning. Colin, Pump Fury taking on what he thought was maybe 10 people, only to find out it was closer to 50. Slow stream is slow. Yep. Oop. Well, Colin, I think we've all taken on numbers at times where, you know, you think, oh, I can handle this, and then all of a sudden you realise there's a lot more there than you thought that there was going to be. Now, I'm not saying I've ever thought I was only going to be like 10 players, and I've taken on 50 before. I think yours definitely beats any of my miscalculations, but I love taking on stuff like you know, being I'm trying to be careful on what I say here, because it doesn't matter what I say. It's going to sound like I'm talking about a gangbang, but being outnumbered, surrounded on all sides. It's great fun, especially like if you take players down, if you take people out with you. It's such a rush. The whole sort of outnumbered but never outgunned sort of thing is just brilliant. It's really fun. Albert, yeah, Dex, we can talk about my tech knowledge. Yes, my tech knowledge, my non-existent tech knowledge. I don't know what I can really talk about tech-wise, but some of yous may be interested in this, some maybe not. But I just bought this the other day. I think you'll be able to see that in there. It's just turned up today. I bought it off of Amazon. Dungeons and Dragons starter set, because I've been wanting to give Dungeons and Dragons a go for years now, to be honest, and I've never really getting round to it. And I thought, why not? I'll check it out, and now I just need to find some people to nerd out with. So yeah, I'm going to start playing Dungeons and Dragons. It might be fun, it might be absolutely abysmal, and I might bin it and never play it again. But you know, it could be fun. But getting back to that though, getting back to the paintball stuff, Colin, genuinely, I love the idea of, like, when you were telling them about the lads actually running away from you. I do think that is brilliant, and it kind of makes us think of when there was like me, you, and Albert playing at your birthday walk on a combat zone, and Dom saying to it was terrifying hearing the three of them like auto triggering at the same time. It's stuff like that. It makes us smile, because everyone, you know, you're on a field now when everyone knows the sound of like semi-autos just clacking away, and even autocockers. An autococker sounds like it's firing way faster than it is because of like the back block moving as well. But when you hearing pumps going, it's just a different sound. It's a completely different sound when you're playing. It's funny that like the longer you play, you learn to identify the sounds of other markers on field, and hearing stuff like you know when you are playing or when there's another pump on a field near you, and I can't explain the different sound signatures of different markers, but you know when like you hear something like a tipman that's running out of air on a field, and they get that sort of sound. Very bad, and a very bad sort of demonstration there. But you know when you hear that, and you know like the sort of the poop 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 of spool markers, so things like DMs or I think it's like Luxes and stuff like that. and the clack that you get from sort of like ego style markers and intimidators and things like that. But there's and I suppose it is that click clack pew of a pump. All those different markers, and quite a common one is the fart sound that you get with autococker pumps, which for some reason mine doesn't do anymore. I must have changed something in it and it doesn't do that anymore. But yeah, those sort of sounds, when you hear them on a field and you know who you're up against, and it's slightly prejudiced, but like sometimes if I hear those noises, I feel like I can take that. I might stand more chance of taking that person because I've got more idea on it. It's sort of having a bit of knowledge about them before you even get to them. Which obviously, the more information you have going into a fight, the more chance you have of winning. But I have no idea what I'm currently talking about on my stream there. Yeah. I can't believe how far behind my stream is at the moment. I'm just getting on to talking about the Dungeons and Dragons. There we go. So yeah. I'm gonna have to check over all of this stuff in a couple of minutes and see what I've got. Ooh, I've just been recognised as one of Niche Gamer's top fans. Alright. So anyway, yeah. I think I'm probably going to end the stream here, because by the time I end the stream here, by the time you have caught up with it, it'll probably be 12 o'clock. Oh, not 12 o'clock, sorry, 10 o'clock. Yeah. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Unless I get any comments coming in the next couple of minutes, I'm just going to end the stream. Because, like I said, what you're actually seeing is so far behind what I'm actually talking about. Albert, bloody hell, D&D, I've never played that in years. Well, Albert, I've been considering working out how to play Dungeons and Dragons online. So if I work it out, you are more than welcome to drop in and have a game with us. I think it'd be quite fun. I know that I think there's a service called Roll20, but I'm not exactly sure what it's like. But yeah, we can maybe one day when it's all worked out and my tech knowledge is a little bit better, we could